So it's Wednesday, June 23rd. It's about 8:15 in the morning back at Wade Creek. Half an hour ago, I was lying in bed having coffee, and all of a sudden I got a bug to come out and fish. So I threw my stuff in the car, able to get down here in about a half an hour. So these are two individuals who are cleaning up the beach and just picking up garbage. You know, what a generous act. But they're locals who do this on a constant basis. And the interesting thing, she told me that her karma was actually pretty good, because she actually found a money clip with 81 bucks, and then they found a sterling silver necklace with a big black pearl. So, you know, good acts are often rewarded. So, but thank you very much for cleaning up the beach. They're a very happy couple, and you know, hearts are big for doing this kind of thing. I got to do more of this. Okay, getting back to fishing though. It's 8:15 in the morning. I'm coming at a time of convenience. I'm gonna try fishing the south side pretty hard today, because I haven't got anything on the north side, but I just came out to get my feet wet. And again, I got 4 skunks in a row. I should be changing beaches, but this is starting to become a personal challenge of getting a fish, or at least a bite, out of Moolach. Conditions are actually pretty good. I don't know what the tidal conditions are, because I just jumped out of bed and I just looked at swell energy, which is around 250. I'm not even sure what the swell height is, but it's pretty low tide by how much beach is exposed. And man, the crashing waves are right here, so I'm assuming this is a pretty low tide. Again, 8:15 in the morning. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. Oh, got gulp top and bottom, club in the middle. Let's see how it goes. How high it is, but it's pretty low, because I've had to walk a lot longer than I usually do to get out to the crashing wave. So it's definitely low today. And you can see all these, oh, here's a pretty big pool, but you can see all the structure down here on the south side. Again, I'm just south, and again, I'm just south of the mouth of the creek. All right, getting ready for my first cast. Finally made it down to the water. I'm still taking my first cast, but what I'm going to try and do today is just fish the south. So I'll see how long I stay. I'm not sure. It just depends on the action. All right, first cast. Bite on my first cast, so probably not more than 15 seconds. I was just letting it sit there. So I'm hopeful today. Let's see how it goes. My first cast, didn't have any follow-up action. Took 2 more casts and nothing, so I'm going to start ooching my way south. So we'll see how it goes. See, I don't know what height the swells are. I'm guessing about 5 to 6 feet. Energy's pretty low, but fishing conditions and catch conditions look really good today. So I was hopeful after getting a bite on my first cast, but next 3 casts haven't had any action. So gonna keep trying. So even though energy is pretty low today, around 250 to 300, every once in a while there's a huge swell that comes up. So you just got to keep your eyes open. Man, wave action here is totally awesome. It's on the south side, but there's some big crashing waves just in front of me, and this is like really deep. So it looks like some of the best conditions on the south that I've seen in the last 4 or 5 trips. Thing that the last 4 or 5 times I've come down here to fish, I haven't seen any wildlife in the surf, you know, like seals or birds floating in the water. So I just saw a seal out there for the first time. So I'm hoping that's a sign that there's food out there. All right, let's see how it goes. Whoa, holy moly. So let's see how it goes. There it is right there. I don't know if you can see it. So show me the way, seal. But I can tell this one's a silver, and the water's really shallow. But it's probably about 6 or 7 casts. Been here a half an hour. Still trying to make my way to the sandbar out there. Haven't quite made it, but I got a bite as I was walking out. All right, almost there. Can't make it out to that sandbar. It just got really deep, and I don't want to go down, so I'm not going to risk it. But if you can see how shallow it is right there, but then you got to walk through all this deep water to get there. I tried walking around, but I kept getting cut off, so I'm not going to chance it anymore. Pretty quickly here, whereas when I was a little bit more north, the crashing waves were right in front of me. But since then, there's been a rise in the water, which has driven the crashing waves pretty far out. So I think I'm going to start moving north, even though I was planning on fishing the south. All Right, let's see how it goes, but I'm gonna start moving north. Boy, man, it's got really shallow just in the last 10 minutes, and the crashing waves like tripled their distance out there over on this part of the beach. So I'm still moving my way north, but man, what a drastic change in surf conditions in 10 minutes. Down here, and it's been, I'm guessing, 15 minutes. So God, I feel like there's food here, otherwise the seal would be leaving the area. But I only got those 2 tiny bites. Got in about 10 casts. Been here just about 40 minutes. I'm working my way north still. But every time I see a seal, it's like, okay, there's got to be food out there. So I'm about halfway back to the mouth of the creek, and as I move north, the wave action here is actually a lot better than where I just was, because the crashing waves are reachable now. It's still a little shallow compared to this morning, but it's much better than when I just was. They waved at me and are walking down, so I'm guessing they know me, but let's see who it is. But they're not fishing, they're just coming to go visit with me. I'm gonna go say hi. Perry. Tyler.
Yep.
Yeah. How's your dog?
He's doing a lot better.
Yeah, man. I said, what a bad break.
That was the worst I've ever seen him sit.
Yeah.
He was bad enough. We had to put him on IVs.
Whoa, yeah. I know. I saw your post about that. I'm glad he's back though, man. Family member, right? Yeah. You get any bites?
Not yet. I just started though. So what about yourself?
No, I got 2 small ones. I got one on my very first cast. And then about half an hour I got one, but other than that, it's been dead. Yeah. You using gulp? Oh, you're using real bait.
Yep, and then my worm is kind of dissolving.
Oh, that's a real worm.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler?
No, a sandworm.
Oh, okay. A real one. Oh, just met Tyler Perry from Corvallis, and we're gonna try at the mouth of the creek. He's using real bait. He's got real sandworms and I think clams, but I'm not sure. But we're at the mouth again. It's pretty shallow here, but this is where I got my first bite, so crossing my fingers. All right, so I've been here about an hour now. I guess I got in about 12 casts. If I don't get something here soon, I'm gonna bag it. But I'm gonna try fishing the north, but the north looks pretty shallow too. So we'll see how it goes. The north kind of looks like the south right now, where the crashing waves are way out there. And it's a pretty shallow floodplain, but the waves are way out there now. So I'm just gonna give it a few more casts and then bag it. And wave action here looks actually pretty good because they're right here. The big waves are way out there, but it's still deep enough here and the waves are decently big. So, you know, as you move along the beach, you definitely see different wave action. So, doesn't mean it translates into any more fish, but we'll see how it goes up here. Another couple casts and I'm done. It's really nice. It's calm water, but it's still deep. And there's concurrent crash, you know, and there's concurrent crashing waves like now. So maybe, I'm hopeful, but 3 more casts, that's it. I know I said that before, but 3 for sure now.
I got lucky bite, but I lost it.
Oh, you did? Good for you, dude.
And then I saw a seal out there too.
I saw a seal. Yeah, first time I've seen a seal like the last 6 or 7 trips.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any wildlife in the sea the last couple of trips, but yeah, today's the first time. I was like, okay, good sign.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta be food out there. All right, man, I'm gonna take a couple more casts and bag it. All right, dude. All right, so been here an hour, a little less than an hour and a half. I'm guessing I got about 20 casts in. Don't think I got 25. I was doing some walking, you know, trying to get to different places. Only 2 bites down on the south. Cast 1 and about cast 7 or 8. And after that, I was totally skunked. So I'm gonna go look at how high the tide was when I got my bites, and then try and come back at that time in the next few days. See if that happens. But it's interesting that I got my bites on the south and nothing on the north. So I haven't got anything on the north now, even though the skunks, but before that, I haven't got anything on the north for quite a while now. So I'm gonna start focusing on the south. Right, so that's it. Sure, I'm lucky to live on the coast, so I could just wake up and decide to come fishing at the spur of the moment. But man, what a gorgeous day. It's getting really hot, so even though it's really foggy, I got my hoodie on and I'm sweating. So conditions are awesome today. I mean, fishing conditions. Catching conditions were great at first. Then as the tide came in, shallow water on the south. And there were certain spots in the north that had good wave action, but the crashing waves moved way out once the tide started coming in. All right, that's it for today. Oh, it's like a husband and wife team. How are you guys doing today? My name's Jay.
Hey Jay.
Are you part of the Oregon Surf Perch Club?
No, I am not, but I've heard about it.
Are you in the Oregon? Do you live in Oregon?
Oh yeah, we're in Albany.
Okay, I'm Jay.
Aren't you the one that we watch on YouTube?
Yeah, well, that's I actually do YouTube videos, but the real famous guy is PK. PK
I
Yee.
was gonna say.
Yeah, he's my friend.
Okay, yeah.
Because when you said Jay and it sounded like...
Oh, I'm in a lot of his videos. That's the reason why. I act as his cameraman, and I kind of give him script suggestions as we're doing the videos.
I told her.
to eat that fresh fish on the beach when he...
Yeah, but you know what? Doesn't look good. It's all very gritty. But it's part of the experience, right? But it's like camping. You know, food tastes better when you camp for some reason over a fire, and so it tastes really good. So, but you're not members, but come here anyway. Do you guys jetty fish too?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so here. So there's club worms. You can grab a couple of those. Why don't you grab 1 or 2 weights, and then you can have any of the jetty stuff. I've been carrying those for months.
Thank you, Jay. That's awfully nice.
Yeah, well, these are all donations from
A lot of things like
the Sputnik, yes. So there's a 2 and a 3 in there. These are all donations from the club members. We have a guy who pours worms for us.
Oh, nice.
He pours the jetty stuff for us too. Yeah. He actually does them both. He started with these.
Yeah.
And then he asked me if we wanted to do worms. So we just give them away for free to most of the members. But you can have those too.
Have you tried these here out there?
I have not, but the guy who makes them has caught them.
Okay.
And he's been, he donated them. He has his own tackle company going,
Yeah.
but he hasn't really started making money off of it.